This has made me a few quid in the past, but it's also got me into quite a bit of trouble and all. Oh. It's not about, like, going over into people's gardens and taking pictures and all that, because you couldn't sell them pictures anyway because of the privacy laws. The good thing is with this, and the reason why this comes in quite handy, is if someone lives in a house that's in a community where you can't see the driveways and stuff, you can flick the drone up, fly it over or whatever, and see whether the car's there. And in the case of someone like Richard and Judy with our holiday home, if I stick my drone up and the car's in the drive, I know they're there, I know I can hang about and hopefully get some pictures, you know what I mean? So I've got the drone up, setting it all up or whatever, and Bilko's talking to me about something. I can't remember what it was. And I set it up 40 metres, blah, blah, blah. Flew it over his house. That's miles away in the sky. He's not going to see that. But because Bilko was talking to me, instead of setting it at 40 metres, I set it at 40 feet. I'm looking down at my monitor, and I'm not looking at Richard Madeley's house. I'm looking at Richard Madeley in his boxer shorts, cutting his toenails on the veranda outside his house. I'm stood there, I'm like, oh my God, he's looked up. I mean, basically, it was like watching a CCTV camera when you knock on someone's door and you look at the camera. He's basically looked up like that. I've gone, oh my God. I've just flew it back straight away, landed it, grabbed hold of it out of thin air. I've gone to Bilko, chuck that in the van quick. He's got it in the van, put it in the box, put it all away, put everything away. I've got it in the van. As I'm getting in the van, I've seen this car screeching out of his driveway, and it's gone to pull up in front of us. And as he's gone to pull up in front of us, I've pulled out so he can't get in front of me. And he's banging on the back of the van going, get out, you effing cowards! Get out, you effing cowards, and all this. So we've basically just done one, right? We've got down the lane. Fortunately, the lanes are really tight and there's a couple of cars coming the other way, so they've gone past us. So basically there's cars in between, so he can't chase after us. We've bombed off down the lanes and we've just gone. I thought to myself, there might be a bit of a problem here with the police, you know what I mean? What am I going to do? What's the best way to handle it? So basically, I rang the police and I went, all right, mate, yeah, sorry to bother you. I've just been down this little place down in Cornwall flying my drone. I've flown it off and this guy's just come out running and chasing me and going absolutely mental. I've got no idea what's happening. I don't even know how to use it. And I've given me name and all this sort of thing. And next thing, the police have rang me back and they said, we've just had a phone call of somebody complaining and blah, 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 you've upset one of the local... I'm like, well, I don't mean to do that. You know, I'm on holiday and I'm with my son and I don't know what to do and I'm really upset now. Should I go and apologise? And the cop has said, no, listen, don't worry about it. We'll sort it out. We'll go and see the guy. We'll pay him a home visit and we'll explain what's happened and we'll apologise and blah, 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 and tell him it was a genuine mistake. I was like, oh, I'm so glad about that. Thank you so much. So I've gone off. Next thing, Richard started tweeting, right? Because I've got him on automatic tweet, so I know what he's doing. He's tweeted, just had two right peeping toms with a drone over me house. I'm sat there cutting my toenails in my boxers and they're spying on me and all this and blah, blah, blah. So I thought, I can't believe this, because once his tweets, the papers and the magazines monitor all the celebrities, so they know straight away something's kicking off. So I thought, well, how can I make a few quid out of it? I've got Bilko sat there with the control, flying the drone about 4 foot off the ground in front of him, taking some pictures of Bilko, and Bilko's going, what are you doing? What are you doing? I says, oh, I was just going to make out that you're on holiday, you've been flying your drone and you've cocked it up and you've flown over their house by mistake or whatever. I says, don't worry about it. I says, everyone will be happy, it'll be sound or whatever. I says, your picture might be in a couple of the local papers. I said, but don't worry about it, you'll be sound. I've sent the pictures out to the papers and I didn't realise what was going to happen. He ended up in the Sun, the Express, the Mail, the Mirror, the Star, made all the online stuff. They were having phone-in radio shows about him, being a peeping Tom and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I got paid quite well for the pictures. One of the magazines picks up on it, gets in touch with Richard and says, look, you know, do you want to do a bit of a story? Because it's amazing how the magazines sometimes work with the celebrities when it suits them. So the headline was, stalked Richard and Judy. So to tell the story, they've obviously got to use pictures of Richard and Judy, haven't they? I'm the only one who's been doing them for the last 12 months. So they use my pictures. And naturally, if they use my pictures, I've got to get paid for it, haven't I? And turn it off.